Imagine going on a vacation and you never come back. Imagine you just posted a selfie on Facebook and in another 2 minutes you are shot dead. And all this because you belong to a particular religion or you don't believe in somebody else's ideology. This image which you see is circulating in the entire internet. And this is a Navy officer, 26 years old, just married 1 week ago, went for a honeymoon in Srinagar, and this is what has happened. And we still don't see reactions from those people who used to react for things which are happening thousands of miles away. You would have seen that few months ago or over the years, for anything and everything, there will be a post. There will be paid post. There will be continuous post. There will be continuous reactions. But for this particular incident which has happened in the name of religion, in the name of a particular ideology, and on innocent civilians, people still now do not understand how big this is. This is not like the Uri attack or the any other attacks which happened over the years, because those were either like our parliament is attacked, our higher officials are attacked, army men are attacked, civilians being attacked. It's for the very first time. Innocent civilians. It's not even like a bomb is planted or bomb is thrown. It's like you are holding a person on gunpoint, asking their ID card, asking them to recite kalma, and then if it doesn't happen as the way they want, you are being killed. So people who did not even put a status on this, to them we have told enough on our other Instagram and other places, but here we can't tell because of YouTube restrictions. We can't tell most of the things which I told there. So these faces by this time you would have seen. Two are locals, two are outsiders who crossed from LOC and came, and two of them are neutralized already. And for that also, again, we have told what is our response. This is not enough. This is not worth what is written here. Okay, this is what has to happen. So for such things you can see my Instagram. But here the people who lost their life, around 29 people from almost every state of India, mostly from South India. So these people all have gone for a vacation. You can see this is a Navy officer posted in Kochi from Haryana. This is a Gujarati person, a bank employee. This is a businessman from Chhattisgarh. He's from Hyderabad. This is from Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh, Shimoga, Karnataka, Orissa, and the full list you can see here. West Bengal, an Air Force employee from Arunachal, and almost every state you will see. Western India, South India, East India, from everywhere there are people who were like not even knowing a minute ago like what is going to happen with them. This is a person from Kerala, I think 65-year-old. In front of his wife, his daughter, he's been shot dead. So these people, in the coming days, you will anyway see they are going to get neutralized. That is not a big thing for Indian Army to track them and finish them off. But what will happen after that? This image, if you see January 2016, this is not any AI generated image. This is when a terrorist, Burhan Wani's funeral is going on. How many people? Lakhs of people have come there, and this is what will continue to happen. You think the enemies are all across the border? It is not. One particular religion has one single ideology based on one single book, and that lacks IQ. They have a certain thought process. You will not see them even putting a status today, whether it's your neighbor or anybody. They will not put a status. They will tell like, okay, we feel sad, this thing and all, but they will not tell this was done on the basis of religion. This was done based on an ideology or a particular book. So this is not, don't think it just happened without any planning. In the last few weeks, across the border and within India also, hate speech against Hindus were going on. Hate speech against other ideologies were going on. Removing Article 370 and development coming in Kashmir, many people could not digest it. Within our country itself, we have a great Supreme Court which unwantedly tries to interfere in everything which they don't even have an ideology. They have no clue of what is happening in the ground level. come in Mercedes cars and things and all, come to the Supreme Court judge place and then start commenting the parliament and legislature who knows the ground reality that conduct elections in Jammu and Kashmir, everything will be okay. When there was president's rule there, when it was broken down and made 2 union territories, much peace was there. Everything was getting okay. People were freely going across the complete state. And they forced elections there. They wanted a elected assembly there. And now see what has happened. So for anything which the parliament does, it's become a fashion now by the Supreme Court itself to interfere and make them reverse it. Even now Waqf bill is there and they are kept it on hold till May 5. And like this for anything which they don't have any idea. In fact, these people, the judges actually should be sponsored on a flight and taken to Kashmir and ask them to walk through that place where this happened now. Then maybe at least something change will happen. 2 days before this, also 16th April, a Pakistani army chief video was there where he was explaining like 2-nation theory was a mandatory thing. We should break the country into 2. Then only because our ideologies are different. Hindus are totally against our ideology. We are different. Muslims are some great category of people. This kind of speeches he was giving. In the radio channel and the websites and all these pages of Kashmir and Jammu and Kashmir oriented Pakistani side media, they have been going on telling that the tourists are doing cultural invasion. India is destroying the culture of Kashmir. You are bringing in more and more Hindus and disturbing our Islam kind of culture. Like this, they are promoting for the last few months, including an elected MP, National Conference Party MP from Srinagar. He, in a podcast, was seen telling that tourism is a cultural invasion and people will react. So these kind of big people, officials, if keep telling like this on TV, obviously these uneducated, madrasa educated people, they just need a trigger. They will, anyway, they are childhood onwards brainwashed on one thing, that India is our enemy. So they are going to take action, whether there is a knife with them or a gun with them, whatever they have, they are going to kill the people around them. So this complete thing is now even owned by, they have already told the Resistance Front TRF group, which is a small unit of Lashkar-e-Taiba, who is in Pakistan, have already claimed responsibility for this. And so Indian Army will anyway take action. We will see that. But before that, the legislative diplomatic actions have started. You would have seen already, Indus Water Treaty has suspended. The Atari-Wagah border, that is closed. Entry of Pakistani nationals into India is suspended. Pakistani citizens currently in India is asked, like within 48 hours, you should leave. All the defense advisors, their positions are like, they have to be vacated. Diplomats count at least, I think from 55, it's reduced to 30. I'll show you more details in the coming slide. This is just a summary of it. SAARC countries, we have a group of 8 countries in South Asia. So already SAARC meetings, nothing was happening over the years since Uri attack, and now no more visas, nobody is going to be allowed to enter India from now, from Pakistan side. So these things, don't think that this is the only thing we'll do, like because there was a time in India when something happens, we'll just stop playing cricket with Pakistan. Now it's not that way. Now we have a leadership who knows the seriousness of this, who takes nationalism as the highest priority. So they will be taking action. So the biggest action now, even Indus Water Treaty, I saw many people who don't know basics telling like, what is the point of this? This is not going to affect Pakistan. They don't even know what is Indus Water Treaty. World Bank brokered 1960, there was a treaty, Indus Water Treaty, in which the 6 rivers which we have under the Indus system, Indus, Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Bias and Sutlej, you can tell this is one of the most unfair treaties also, because of the genius first Prime Minister which we had. Everything was in favor of Pakistan when that time we signed, or war happened, or anything, ceasefire happened. Everything always will end in favor of Pakistan. So this was also part of that. We are the origin state or the riparian state, or from right of us like China, the rivers are originating and downstream it is going to Pakistan. And still the treaty was signed in such a way that Pakistan will get 70 to 80% of the water and India will get only 30% of the water. So over the years, this has been like, it is also called a successful treaty because India has been always tolerant and never interferes in anything. They allow Pakistan to continuously use the water. We sacrificed most of our river projects because of this, because we simply obey rules. We used to obey rules set by these kind of World Bank and United Nations and other brainless people. So the western rivers, Indus, Jhelum, Chenab was allocated to Pakistan, the biggest rivers, and the other small rivers were allocated to India. And overall, it was like kind of a 70-30 split. So now we have halted it. suspended it. It's not like dismissed completely, but suspended it. Okay, you can see this word here, abeyance. So this abeyance word means temporarily suspending, meaning we are not going to listen to it or follow the rules now. We may stop water here. Maybe water will not be allowed to come to your country because anyway water is going downwards. If we stop that, their complete agriculture will get affected. Already Pakistan is in such a condition that without IMF loan, they can't even buy one bowl of sugar or rice. So now even water is stopped means you will see the consequences in the coming days. So these things for your exam and all you can study, permanent index commission and all these things. But this video is not mainly to tell you UPSC related facts alone. It is to tell the gravity of the situation. These are the disputes which happened over the years. These are the overall new problems which are happening because of climate change and all these things. So India's riparian right, India is going to claim back. Pakistan is going to have food and water scarcity in the coming days. And this Indus Water Treaty hopefully will remain dismissed for many more years to come. Then we have closed the Wagah-Atari border. You should know that Atari is a place in India and Wagah is the place in Pakistan, and so we call it a Wagah border, where these parades and things you would have already, like you always see the ceremony which happened since 1959. Daily military practice happens every evening before sunset. It will be there, the drills, and it's kind of your patriotism, your coordination, your everything you are showing, and hundreds of tourists go there to see this. So Indian side, the border security force will be there. Pakistan side, the Pakistan Rangers will be there, and they perform this. It's a very important area because it's the only land border which is allowed for people-to-people movement, or you can tell trade movement. It's kind of a check post. It's an integrated check post since 2012, and every cross-border movement legally happens through this particular point. Okay, through over the wars, whatever happened, hostility, whatever happened, this ritual interaction has maintained the civil lines, and it has continued. There was a train also which we had, Samjhauta Express, but that is now since 2019 suspended, because each time Pakistan, we try to make peace, or we think that okay, they'll focus on development and other things, and all these people does some attack or something, that these kind of things start getting closed. So like this, the next thing which we have done is the diplomatic missions. As I told, from 55 to 30 we have reduced the officers. The India government has already announced a lot of things. All the officers or anyone for diplomatic mission who has come to India, they have to leave within 48 hours. Any other civilians who have come for any purpose, let it be any reason, medical reason or any reason, all have to return back. All your visas are being cancelled. So this is the diplomatic things which have happened, and next will be something which our National Security Advisor, the Home Minister and the Defense Minister will be doing. All of them have given their statement and action will be taken. And this time it should be something big, that at least what we can hope, POK should be targeted. Pakistan as a country itself should be, the shape like this. It has to be broken down into the 4 pieces of Punjab, Sindh, Balochistan and the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. That 4 places it has to be. Balochistan people are anyway fed up of Pakistan government, and they just need a little support from India, and that will break into a separate country. Because this particular country, as long it is there, it is going to send more and more people to our side, send more and more ideologies to this side. And because, as I told, it's not across the border alone. Within India itself, we have the people whose ideology matches their ideology. Okay. In multiple states, in multiple regions, in pockets of areas. You see that in Bangladesh, what is happening, or in Kerala, the certain flags which go in certain areas in Kerala. So Kashmir was broken into union territory, and something good was happening after 370 was taken away. But the attack which happened yesterday is completely mirroring the same as what happened in Israel. In Israel, a concert was happening, civilians, innocent civilians were enjoying or doing whatever they wanted, and that time they are being attacked, they are being taken hostages. So whatever revenge Israel has done, that revenge also should mirror here in Indian side. If the attack is of same style, the revenge also should be of same style. And every time we tell all these things, immediately the human rights people, the religious activists, the intellectuals, the secular Hindus will start telling, don't make religion an issue. It's not religion. Terrorism don't have religion. But if they can kill people in the name of religion, we who respond also can use the religion. Because there is a limit to everything. As I told you, attacking army men is not right, but still we understand it's a way of warfare, or they have signed up for this. People who go for a vacation for 3-4 days, it could have been any of us. Like I keep traveling. We had a plan of Kashmir this month. For some reasons, it got cancelled. So it could have been any of us. We have nothing to do with this warfare, or we didn't sign up for this. And still, if you can't put this as a status, you have that unsubscribe button below. Just unsubscribe and stay away, because I cannot teach people, or I cannot interact people who cannot even condemn this activity, which is the worst form of terrorism which can happen. Bigger than this, nothing else. There's no other form of terrorism bigger than this. Killing innocent civilians, that too by asking their religion, coming close to them and point blank shooting them. More than this, what kind of terrorism is there? Nothing is there. And still you till now didn't put this status, till now you didn't condemn this, you didn't talk about this, you didn't react to this, and you are busy with your own world and your things. You do whatever, but I don't want to interact with you. So more actions will happen and more updates we'll be giving in this YouTube channel. Because it's education, I cannot react too much, I cannot tell too much, but you will see on my Instagram and other YouTube pages we have, you will see the reactions there. You will see the updates there in the real tone which I want to talk. Here I cannot do that. So if you think there are people around you who did not react to this till now, send them this video. Make them realize what this is. There is a time when you have to choose between your religion and your country. Because any other religion you take, they are ready to tell that India is first and then second is my religion. Or along with my country, together I am an Indian and a Hindu, or Indian and a Christian. But this particular religious people around us, they never tell that India is first. Many of my friends have told me that I cannot put status because my Muslim friends will feel bad. You continue to play this secular game, and one day these non-secular people who don't play this game will come and kill you. The next trip which you go with your family somewhere, you will not go back to your house. So it's action time not for the Prime Minister and Home Minister alone, it's an action time for you also. If you don't react now, there's nothing more to tell.